Fabrizio Romano has announced Liverpool's big transfer plan. The Reds have been looking to sign a midfielder since Jordan Henderson and Fabinho left earlier this summer. Everything seemed to point to either a stay at Brighton or a transfer to Chelsea this summer for Caicedo, with Fabrizio Romano reporting that ongoing talks between the two clubs are ongoing for the midfielder. However, on some occasions, Liverpool and extension holders FSG have outpaced the London club for Caicedo. This was after the Reds reportedly had a series of rejected offers for Southampton's Romeo Lavia, while Chelsea were also reportedly seeing a rejected offer for the Saints midfielder. It remains to be seen how both sides line up on the opening day of the season, as both clubs are reportedly targeting the same players and Chelsea are reportedly outpacing Liverpool for Lavia and vice versa for Caicedo. According to Romano, Liverpool's higher bid is definitely one to consider, given that the Blues have seen an £80 million bid for Caicedo be rejected. Jürgen Klopp plans to speak with Moises Caicedo this morning ahead of his scheduled move to Liverpool. The Reds stunned the football world last night when they missed Chelsea's offer to sign Caicedo from Brighton. After conceding a British record £110 million for the Ecuadorian, Liverpool reportedly made a health reservation for him today. Prior to that, journalist Fabrizio Romano reported that the Reds manager will speak to Caicedo for the first time. Romano said, "Liverpool are now preparing all the paperwork of the Moises Caicedo deal to be quick and avoid surprises later on. Liverpool want to sign it as soon as possible. Liverpool is making medical reservations today, while Jürgen Klopp plans to speak with Moises as the final steps in the deal," he said. After this update, Romano made another update for Liverpool fans. Ahead of the press conference scheduled for today, Jürgen Klopp plans to speak with Moises Caicedo, he said. This will be a big talk for the Liverpool manager, as Caicedo has previously had a desire to join Chelsea. Obviously, this shouldn't be an issue, but it's vital that Jürgen fully gets his potential record arrival on board. Fortunately, the Reds boss is one of the best at selling his plan and vision to new players. The German's natural warmth is something Moises comes across, hopefully after a tough summer for himself. Interestingly, as Romano points out, it won't be long before we hear Klopp's thoughts on the matter. Although this weekend is a big game to focus on, Caicedo's speech will undoubtedly dominate the press conference. Caicedo's arrival could no doubt turn a disappointing transfer window into a huge success for Liverpool. It will be a very important transfer, especially as their needs for a defensive midfielder are increasing day by day. There may have been concerns about Jürgen Klopp's backup plan after seeing their offers for Lavia also turned down. But that worry will end with Brighton's midfielder. The 21-year-old will cost a hefty fee, but statistics show it's not worth it. Compared to Liverpool's options last season and the currently reported target Lavia, Caicedo clearly stands out. According to FBref, the Ecuadorian international won the most fights, interfered the most, and tried to capture the most. But he fell short on progressive passes, according to Henderson. Caicedo can be an ideal option in Anfield. During his time at Brighton, he earned well-deserved accolades, including from football talent scouts Jürgen Kulik last summer. Moises Caicedo's market cap price will be astronomical next summer, and he'll be worth every penny. Machine man. He's 20 by the way, said Jürgen Kulik. If he can start with the field trio, he could see Liverpool's mid-park rebuild as a huge success, although with many twists and turns coming, it's still unclear whether the Reds' reported bid will suffice or if Chelsea will secure the Brighton midfielder. The two clubs competing for the 21-year-old are gearing up to clash on the pitch in what will be one of the most interesting fixtures to kick off the season at Stamford Bridge on the opening day of the campaign. This summer has been made even better so far by the Caicedo transfer legend, and the future looks exciting. Goncalo can solve the Inacio Robertson problem. The prestigious Premier League team is trying to reassemble the roster to the desired level before the transfer window closes in a few weeks. In this context, strengthening the back line is absolutely crucial. The Reds sporting director, Jürgen, quickly moved into action at Merseyside this summer, closing deals with Alexis Mac Allister to tackle Dominic Szoboszlai's massive midfield exits at Anfield. While more work needs to be done at the centre, the defence needs a new face, and so Sporting Lisbon's middle half Goncalo Inacio is linked to Jürgen Klopp's transfer to Liverpool this summer. And now Liverpool are looking at the Portuguese titan, who is said to have a €45 million release clause in his contract, according to The Athletic. Liverpool's path to success is somewhat circuitous, but signing Inacio from Sporting Lisbon could be a game-changing acquisition to reclaim the Reds' trophy-winning credentials. After falling by the wayside last season and missing Champions League football for the first time in 7 seasons, there have been 7 breakups, and most recently Jordan Henderson and Fabinho have exacerbated the problem by completing transfers to Saudi Arabian sides. In particular, the core of Liverpool's remarkable collapse last season was the midfield's failure to hold the back line and the extra formless images of the defenders. To remedy this, Klopp made a tactical tweak, moving Trent Alexander-Arnold, the faltering part of the system, out of the right-back position and into a hybrid midfielder. Arnold was not good at his position last season. Here she was exposed too often and was even branded a training dummy by journalist Casey Evans after she was ripped off in the Champions League by Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. After these performances, Klopp carried him to the midfield as a kind of double six. While that worked impressively, left-back Andy Robertson was stuck in the mud. He struggled to perform in a new role but saw a drop in performances during the final stage of the season. But with the addition of Inacio to the ranks, such concerns can be quickly dispelled. The 21-year-old made 122 games for Leos, scoring 11 goals and providing 8 assists. Considered excellent for Klopp's system by Raj Chauhan of BBC Sports. Goncalo Inacio is an excellent counterweight to Konate. Inacio Virgil van Dijk Konate could be a great trio. He's a leader, airman and good at setup. His tremendous move speed and coverage are top-notch, he said. Also called the complete central defender by Jacek Kulik, Inacio is among the top 6% of centre defenders in men's next 8 divisions in terms of pass completion, according to FBref. The 2-time national team player uses his left foot. It can feel like a custom-made glove to his setup. It provides the ball-playing ability to complement the high-octane, intense approach and could allow Alexander-Arnold to thrive in his new role. That means Robertson will be replaced by a younger and more dynamic man, but Liverpool this year wanting to compete for silverware in 4 competitions, healthy competition will only increase their hopes of success.